Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Rehab Christian Center live broadcast Sunday morning experience. I am Dr. Talley, and it's so good to see you this morning, and so grateful to be here with you. Listen, do me a favor. Let's start sharing this video. Let's get into the word. I am excited about an awesome word this morning. We have been locked and loaded into this series, The Power of What You Believe, and it has been a powerful series. And I'm so excited about teaching it this morning and cannot wait to share with each and every one of you. So good morning to each of you. And now let's go ahead and get through our channels so that we can get through our program, really quick program, and then get into the word. I really want to try to get a little bit further today if I can, but just grateful to be here and some other things that I want to say a little bit later. I want to get into the word. So, and get through the program. Facebook, good morning to you. It's good to see you virtually. So good to see you and so grateful for your presence here. Do me a favor, hit that like button, that love button, hit that share button, share it with all of your friends, your followers. Tell them to tune in this morning. Go ahead and invite 5 people, tag them, start a watch party on your page if you like. But I want you to share this video with at least 5 people, Facebook. And encourage them to tune in this morning and join in with us. All right, would you do that? It's so good to see you. I see many of you are saying good morning right now. Thank you so much for coming in and speaking when you come to church. That's an awesome thing. But it's good to see you and certainly praying that you've had a phenomenal week and a great weekend. Again, hit that share button, share it, tag it by 5 people. Tell them to tune in this morning, and I promise you they're going to be blessed. If you have been a part of this series for the last 4 weeks, you can testify to the fact that this series has been life-changing. So I need you to share this video quickly because we really want to get into the word. Instagram, good morning to you. It is good to see you virtually and to be with you live this morning. I'm so grateful for you. Instagram, do me a favor, fill it up with hearts if you are there, and then go ahead and hit that @ symbol. And I want you to go down your friends list, tag 5 people, tell them to tune in. Instagram church is the slow church. They come to church late every Sunday. But I love the Instagram crew. They're just great people and great conversation that happens on that thread. And so if you're on Instagram, hit that @ symbol. I want you to tag 5 people quickly. Tell them 5 of your friends and tell them to tune in this morning. I promise you, they're going to be blessed in a tremendous way. All right. Would you do that? Have you done it? I want you to do that quickly. Good. I see the hearts flying now. I want you to tag 5 people now. Tell them to tune in. And I promise you, it's going to be a blessing. Twitter, Periscope, good morning to you. It's good to virtually see you as well. And certainly I'm grateful for you tuning in and joining us this morning. Do me a favor. If you're on Twitter, Periscope, fill it up with hearts. I'm really going to miss Twitter going offline in a couple of months. I think we only have 2 more months or 1.5 more months, frankly. And so going to miss you all going offline. But do me a favor, fill it up with hearts. I want you to hit that @ symbol and tag 5 of your Twitter followers and tell them to tune in this morning. It's going to be a powerful word. And just so grateful. Share this broadcast so that it shows up on your Twitter feed and so that 5 people can really be blessed by this message. And then finally, YouTube, good morning to you. So great to see you virtually. Do me a favor, also in the comments on YouTube, make sure you say good morning there. And then on YouTube, share that link, share our page with someone, like and subscribe to our page so that you can not only get notifications when we are live, but you can go back through all of our archives from all of the messages that we've taught and really be blessed by those. And so I want to challenge you, YouTube, to do the same. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, save the video if you need to watch it later. But also, I want you to share this link with 5 people and encourage them to tune in. And I promise you they will be blessed. All right, y'all, I got 9:19. And so I want to give you 30 more seconds. I need you to tag 5 people quickly. 30 more seconds. We're going to go ahead and get ready to walk through the declaration. I was sitting there shooting myself in the foot. I didn't even give my administrator any program ideas or ask for program people this morning. That was totally my fault. Yesterday and this week has just really been a blur. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. And so I'm going to go through the declaration and walk through the declaration with you. And then we're going to get into the word this morning because I really want to try to get far. And so if you have not already, I need you to tag 5 people and do it fast because y'all know how this goes. Once we get started, it really picks up momentum. It really builds steam. And this is going to be a powerful word on the power of what you believe in, really applying it to your life so that you can be everything that you've been called to be. So make sure you share it. Come on, I'm giving you 15 seconds now. Share it. Tag 5 people quickly. Tell them to tune in this morning. It's going to be a powerful experience. And man, I'm just excited. I'm excited to be able to share with you. I'm excited to be here with you this morning, and honestly grateful that all of you have decided to tune in. All right, let's get through the declaration. Can we do that? Let's go through the declaration. Let me get myself together and what's going on here through declaration, and let's see what the Lord is going to say after that. All right, let's do it. Are y'all ready? I want you to walk through the declaration. It should be on your screen. I want you to go through the declaration with me. If you're on Instagram, just repeat it with me as I say it. I'll try to pause so that you can say the declaration with me. I really miss saying this in person and hearing this in person in a building, but I hope that you all repeat this every Sunday because it's powerful and it's a great way to start our broadcast and really a great way to start off your Sunday and your week. All right, so let's go through the declaration. You ready? Let's do it. Restore. We declare that everything that is broken, lost, hurt, or destroyed that belongs to us and has been designed by God is restored. My faith is restored. My joy is restored. My mind is restored. Even my lost time is restored. I am no longer broken. The fact that I'm alive means I have another chance. My faith has restored me, and right now, his love is making me whole. Evangelize. We declare that God helped us so we can help somebody else. He loved me when I was unlovable. He changed me when I was a mess. His love lifted me when I was down. I'm not perfect, but I'm free. And anything that came for me can't keep me. Because I'm free, my circle is next. My family is saved. My friends are blessed. My plans are successful. My goals are ahead of schedule. And anything connected to me is blessed, just like me. Hope. We declare that everything that is missing is not lost. In Jesus, I have hope, and this hope makes me confident. It doesn't matter what happens to me or around me. I'm going to win. My relationships are winning. My goals are winning. My family is winning. My neighbor is winning. This city will win, and my row has the victory. My past is defeated, and my future is brighter today than it was yesterday. Alternatives. We declare that God made us different. I'm a royal child, the light of the world, and the hope of my city. I respect the past, but I don't look like what I've been through. I love the church, and my life is balanced. I love coming to church, but I like flights, boats, and vacations. Amen. My whole life is blessed. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. I am a lender, not a borrower. And every place I go belongs to me. Breakthrough. We declare that God has a breakthrough with our name on it. I have some challenges, but I am not defeated. No weapon formed against me can prosper. And I know that all things are working for my good. Things are not breaking down. They are about to break through. There is a breakthrough in my career. There is a breakthrough in my home. There is a breakthrough in my health. There is a breakthrough in my finances. I am here for a purpose, on purpose, for a purpose, and everything that went wrong is getting ready to turn around. Listen, do me a favor. I want you to type in the comments. You already know what's coming. Put it in the comments quickly. Fill it up with hearts. It's already done. Would you do that? Come on. We've been talking about this for the last 2 months. And it's going to sound like a broken record all 2021. Put it in the comments. It's already done. Whatever it is that you have proclaimed this morning, as we read the declaration, I want you to know that whatever it is that you have desired in your heart, that you have planned for your spirit, that you have planned for your life this year and in the years to come, I need you to walk and know and speak and know that it's already done. Come on, put it in there like you believe it. It's already done. Everything you've been believing God for, everything you've been trusting God for, everything that you've been hoping for, everything you've asked for, everything that you are believing for, it's already done. I need you to proclaim that. I need you to believe it like it's done, and watch. You're going to start to see the manifestation of these things happen in your life like never before. It's already done. You don't need the proof. All you need is to believe it. Stop looking for the proof. Stop trying to put the proof together. Stop trying to make it happen for yourself. Don't make it happen. Just let it happen. Are y'all listening to what I'm saying? Don't make it happen. Let it happen. When it comes to the things that you are expecting God to do in your life, your job is to ask for it and believe it. It's his job to do the rest. Ask for it, believe it, then let it go. Don't try to make it happen. Don't put your hands in it. Why? Because most of us, let's just be honest, most of us, when we put our hands in stuff, does it get better or does it get worse? Come on. Does it get better or worse? It always gets worse. You may not want to admit it. You may not be honest enough to admit it. But most of the time, when you put your hands in anything that really belongs to God, it gets worse. It ain't your business. It's not your job to figure it out. It's only your job to ask for it and believe. If you ask for it and believe, then all you need to do is just let it go and watch things begin to unfold in your life. It's already done. Have you typed it in? Because I'm ready to get into the word. Have you typed it in this morning? I'm so excited to be here. Let me say this as a point of personal privilege, really, before I get into the word this morning. I want to really give a huge shout to Brother Tyrone and his entire family. And I want him to know that we are praying for them. I hope he's not on the line. Knowing him, he's on the line. He's probably on the call tuning into church. He's a little old school like pastor. And so I'm sure he's on the line this morning, but I want him to know, if he is tuned in or if he catches the replay, that I'm praying for him. I'm praying for the children. We are going to miss Sister Leslie. And yesterday was incredibly difficult in many ways, not just her passing, but even doing it in the environment of COVID and all of the concessions that had to be made. It was just a difficult day. And it personally was harder for me than what I thought it would be, way harder. But I want him to know that I am praying for him. I am praying for his family, and Rehab especially. I want you all to make sure in the days and the weeks to come to not forget about that family. Everybody celebrates, during the homegoing, but we tend to forget people in the weeks and the months ahead when they're in the house and they're alone and they don't, they're without their loved ones. And those are the roughest times. And so, Brother Tyrone is going to need our prayers. He's going to need our strength. And so please, please, sir, especially members of our ministry, make sure that you reach out to him. It may not be face-to-face. Shoot him an inbox, shoot him a message, something to let him know, to let the children know that we are praying for them. But we are certainly praying for you, Brother Tyrone, and we are certainly praying for your family, and just want to give major kudos to you for everything that you have gone through and everything that you've endured, and really the admiration of your strength and how well you really managed your family through this process. I also then want to say a special point of a personal privilege and thanks to the Rehab family. Let me tell you something. We had about, 18 or 19 volunteers yesterday that came to just execute the service, and everything from meeting with the family to planning at the church, to full execution at the church, to shutting down at the church was done and in so much grace and excellence. And I am grateful for you. We had some glitches along the way. I was sharing with many members of the family yesterday, we hadn't been in that building. That was the first time we had been in that building since last March. We had not even been in the building. And so things were off with the sound. There was all kinds of things going on, but we handle it with so much grace and class, and I'm so grateful. Let me tell you something. I don't have the largest church. I don't have the biggest church, but without a doubt, I have the nicest members on the entire planet. Literally the nicest members. I didn't see one single attitude. Our ushers even had to turn people away from the door because we had reached capacity, given social distancing. and our ushers had to turn people away from the door. And it wasn't rude, and nobody got mad, and nobody got upset. They did it with grace. They did it with class. They did it with style. I want to especially shout out, and I hate to get into names because then people feel like you left them out. But Rehab, I teach on this a lot, and so I know y'all are going to be good. But especially to our ushers, Sister Mary and Sister Janine and Sister Melinda. I remember seeing you three back there, and just how you just graciously worked the door. You were checking temperatures. You were making sure that we did not go over capacity. You were making sure people were where they were supposed to be. You were making sure people were masked up. It was just a phenomenal thing to watch. And I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really was overwhelmed with just how much care you put into yesterday. And I know I'm spending a lot of time talking about this, but it really was an excellent job from, again, just planning to execution. And the family was just, so many members of the family came to me and just were just so grateful for our members and how they really just executed everything and really were at the beg and call of the family to ensure that they had what they needed. And that's what it's all about for me. I really enjoyed yesterday. Pastor did the best that he could. I promise you, I thought I was going to pass out in that podium. I ended up having to hold the podium to pray because the room was spinning. It was hot. I was out of breath. It was just a lot. And so Pastor's rested yesterday. He's going to rest after gymnastics meet this morning. My daughter has a gymnastics meeting. So baby, if you're watching, I'll be there in a little while. But I'm going to rest today and rest tomorrow. But I'm just grateful for all of you. Rehab, y'all are outstanding. All the way down to just feeding the family afterwards. Everybody was so gracious. Everybody was so kind. And again, to the Watkins family, we love you. We are praying for you. This is not the end for you. It's the beginning. And we want you to know that we are holding you up in prayer and that we will continue to hold you up in prayer as you continue to progress and really make your mom and your wife and your grandmother proud. All right. And so I just had to take a personal point of privilege. Rehab members, it was so good. The 18, 19 of you that volunteered, it was so good to see you yesterday. And I broke the rules with most of you. Mask on. I was hugging y'all anyway, and I know I wasn't supposed to, but it was so good to see all of you, just to be in your presence. And I want you to know we're going to put together a task force. We're not coming back in the building next week, so don't even ask. It's not time. It's not time yet for us anyway. But we're going to put together a task force to really examine some best ways that we can do this in the months to come as we can prepare. And we want to make sure that we go in prepared and that we execute well. If you know me, you know Pastor. Pastor believes in planning, but more than that, Pastor believes in execution. And so we're going to make sure that we do it in a great way once we do it. But it was so good to see y'all. Missed y'all. So good to just hug on you, even though I wasn't supposed to. So good to just see you, but thank you. I mean, you executed well yesterday. You served well yesterday. I had the privilege of, it was great to just be down and serve in the family with the hospitality team and just how they did everything so well. I was so pleased, and I was just personally proud. Really, my heart was filled with joy yesterday when I left, really thinking about our sister, thinking about her family, but Rehab, thinking about you and thinking about everything that you did and the hours you put in this week, staying up all night, working on things, making sure things were done well. Pastor appreciates you from the bottom of his heart. And there is no Rehab without members. It isn't. There is no ministry without you. And so I want you to know that I'm grateful. All right. So that's my 10-minute spiel. I had to go into that. I would not dare teach without acknowledging the work that our people do. And again, we ain't got the largest church, but I promise you, we got the nicest church in the entire planet. And I'm grateful for y'all. All right. Let's get into this. The power of what you believe. This is part 5. And I tell you, I've really been digesting this stuff. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I've really been digesting this stuff. And this stuff has really become a part of really everything that I have been living even in my own life. Because one of the things, again, and just to give you context, one of the things that the Lord really dealt with me on is the fact that we, even in church, claim to know God, love God, whatever, we really underestimate the impact of believing, right? We really underestimate the impact of believing. We underestimate the impact of asking. We underestimate the impact of believing. And so we are going to deal with this. We're on part 5. And I think last week when I left off, we were talking about 4 steps to setting your thoughts, right? We talked about 4 steps to setting your thoughts. And we ended up going through, again, Matthew 21:18-22. Now, we're not going to go there this week. We're going to move into a different text in Proverbs this week. But I want to start there. Remember, there's a 3-step formula for manifestation. Remember, we talked about it. Ask, believe, receive. All right? Ask, believe, receive. The 3-step formula for manifestation. If you're going to manifest anything in your life, when you want to attract things into your life, you ask for it, you believe for it, you receive it. It's that simple. Ask, believe, receive. Now, there are layers in asking, believing, and receiving. And we talked about that, right? There are layers. There are different things that you want to do in the ask phase. Remember, we talked about when you ask, you need to make sure you really want what it is that you're asking for. You need to really make sure that you are equipped to receive what it is that you're asking for, right? Don't just ask for it and you know you ain't going to take care of it, or you know you're not prepared for it, right? We talked about that. In the believe phase, remember we talked about that once you ask for it, you got to believe you have it. In other words, you have to literally walk around, carry yourself, move and think and operate as if you already have it. You don't ask for it and then not believe it. If you've asked for it, you've got to believe it's already there, right? So remember that was step 2. And then step 3 was receive. And in step 3, I want to mention this because I've been doing some really thinking about this and really doing a lot of writing about this as well. Let me say something about the receive phase. When you're in the receive phase, you've got to make sure that you receive it in your spirit before you receive it in your hands. All right. I want you to type that. In the receive phase, if you're expecting God to do anything for you, you have to receive it in the spirit before you receive it in your hands. You need to receive it in your emotions before you receive it in your hands. You need to receive it in your being before you receive it in your hands. You've got to receive it in your mind before you receive it in your hands. All of those things have to be congruent. Mind, body, soul, spirit. They all have to be in congruence with what it is that you're believing. You receive it in the spirit before you receive it in your hands. It has to become real to you inside of you before it's real to you in front of your face. Are y'all listening to me? I'm dropping nuggets and I'm doing it fast. It has to be real to you in your spirit before it's real to you in your hands, before it's real to you in your face, right? That's what I mean by receiving it in your spirit before you receive it in your hands. If you receive it in the spirit before you receive it in your hands, then what that does is not only does it bring it to you, but it brings it to you faster. See, many of us have delayed the things that we are believing God for because we have not received it both in our spirit, in our minds, in our hearts. We believe it kind of, but then we have bad days, right? We have days where things go bad. We have days where things don't go according to plan, and it doesn't look like it's lining up with what it is that we're looking for. And so we get discouraged, and then our spirit gets thrown off. Let me tell you something. If you're going to see it in your hands, you got to see it in your spirit. You have to receive it in your spirit before you receive it in your hands. Everything about you has to live, walk, talk, breathe, and believe everything that you are desiring in your life, that you're expecting to reside in your life. So that's the first thing that I want you to believe about the receive phase. And here's the other thing, and we're going to talk about this a little bit today, but I'm going to just give you a preview of what's coming. A part of receiving what it is that you are believing is letting it go. Okay? A part of receiving what it is that you are believing is letting it go. And I'm going to explain this in just a second, but hear me and hear me in love. If you know it's coming to you, if you know it's already done, then you can't keep holding on to it. I said this in the opening and I'm going to say it again. Many of us, instead of us letting things happen, we are trying to make things happen. I want you to type this in the comments. You got to stop trying to make it happen and let it happen. Come on, put it in the comments. I have to stop trying to make it happen. I know it's a lot. Put it in the comments. I will stop trying to make it happen and I will let it happen. I will stop trying to make it happen and I will let it happen. If you stop trying to make it happen and just sit back and let it happen because you already asked for it, you already believe it, you've already received it in your spirit, then it's going to work. Get your hands out of it. Some of your family members, this is going to sound crazy. Let me give you an easy example. Some of your family members are not saved yet, not because they ain't going to be saved. They ain't saved because you keep begging them every week to get saved. And this is going to sound so crazy to you. You got unsaved people in your family that you've been praying for and you want to be saved. And you thought that the key to getting them saved is beating them upside the head with the Bible every day and begging them to get their life together and begging them to stop doing what they don't. And that's not the formula. The formula is to ask God to save them. I'm trying to help you. To then believe that they are saved. To then receive in your spirit that it's already done. Watch this. And then to let it go. Let it go. Stop trying to make it happen. Stop trying to do stuff to make it happen. Let it go. Because at that point, you are giving it over to God and he's already working on it. Listen, you have to stop trying to make it happen and just let it happen. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is that you're believing for. When we try too hard to make it happen, we end up fighting against the very thing that we are believing, that we are desiring, that we want to attract into our life. Stop fighting it. Let it happen. Relax. You focus on something else. Instead of focusing on that, go focus on your career, focus on your business, focus on going back to school, focus on whatever else you got going on, your health, whatever else you got going on in your life, and let that prayer for your family just work itself out. But you can't try to make it happen, because when you try to make it happen, you will always make a mess out of the situation. All right. Ask, believe, receive, let it go. Don't try to make it happen. Just let it happen and everything is going to be just fine. Does that make sense? All right. So it brings us back to where we were last week. So 4 steps to setting your thoughts. All right. And I'm going to try to get through all 4 steps today and then hopefully get to a text today. And then we'll see what happens from there. All right. So 4 steps to setting your thoughts. Right. So we are aware now, after 4 weeks of this, we should be aware now that the only way you're going to see things manifest in your life, the only way you're going to see the things that you believe manifest in your life, is that it's going to start with how you set your thinking. You've got to set your thinking. You've got to make sure that your thinking is right. You've got to make sure that your mindset is right. And so I gave you step 1 last week. I'm going to give it to you again. There are 4 steps to setting your thoughts. And I want all of you to put these steps in the comments so that you can see it now, so that you can read it, review it later, so that people that are watching later can see it. Step 1 is this: start and end your day with prayer and meditation. All right. Step 1, start and end your day with prayer and meditation. This is every single day. You got to start and end your day with prayer and meditation. Remember what I told you last week. This is important. Prayer is time with God. Meditation is time with yourself. Okay? Prayer is time with God. Meditation is time with yourself. All right? We know what prayer is, right? Everybody knows what prayer is. I don't have to give a lesson on prayer right now. But people are very confused about meditation. And especially in church circles, meditation is given a bad name because you're thinking about some other God, or you're thinking some other crazy stuff. And that's not what meditation is. Meditation is simply time with yourself. It is resetting your thoughts. It's resetting your emotions. It's resetting your mind. And so even after you pray, before you pray, it's critically important that you take some time to sit down and just be still. See, the beautiful thing about meditation is a moment of stillness. I want to teach you guys this morning. Meditation is a moment of stillness. And if your life is anything like mine, and I'm just going to keep it completely trill with y'all this morning. If your life is anything like mine, the minute your foot hits the floor, you got a million things flying at you. A million things that you got to deal with, that problems you got to solve. Some of the problems yours, a whole lot of them ain't even yours. You know, you got a million things that come at you the minute you get off your bed and your foot hits the floor, right? And so one thing that I've discovered in my personal life is that before I attack my day, watch this, I attack myself. Listen to me. Before you attack your day, you need to attack yourself. Listen to me. I hope y'all listen to me. I'm not going to scream at y'all today. Pastor's trying to get himself back together. Before you attack your day, you need to attack yourself. And what I mean by attacking yourself is you really need to put yourself in a position of stillness. that before you respond to a single email, before you grab your phone and start scrolling social media, we talked about this. Before you grab your phone and go through all your social media stuff, before you post a single thing, you need to have a moment of stillness and reflection and position yourself to clear your mind so that you are prepared for everything that's coming in your day. During this moment of stillness, here's what you need to do. As you are still, you need to, in your mind, set in your mind how you want your day to go. Now, this really tackles and really connects with so many things that we talked about. And if you were tuned in, especially Tuesday, when we talked about affirmations, it really ties into this stuff. It ties so well, because think about it. You've been saying your affirmations every day. You know what your affirmations are. I hope you guys have been writing your affirmations. If you have, fill it up with hearts, say something so I know you have. I hope you've written your affirmations. You've been saying your affirmations every day. So those things start to become ingrained after your spirit. And it takes about 30 to 60 days for those things to really start to be ingrained in your spirit to the point where you memorize, you have them memorized, and it's really a part of who you are. But here's the thing. When you are meditating every morning, right, and you are resetting your mind and setting your mind, you're going to set not only your mind to be still, but you're going to set your mind to really set your entire day. As you're sitting there still, I don't care if you're sitting, if you're laying down, I don't care what it is. You need a moment of quietness. You cut all TVs off, you do all this. If you need a moment of quietness, but you need to sit there and literally think about your day, not what you have to do. You need to think about how you want your day to go. When I get out of this bed, I'm expecting this to happen. This is going to happen. This good thing is going to happen. You know, I'm going to get through my work emails seamlessly. I'm going to get through my meetings for the day without any problems. I'm going to get through the errands with the kids without an issue. Everything's going to go smooth. Everybody's going to have what they need. There's going to be nothing lacking. We're going to live today in abundance. We're going to walk in health. We're going to walk in wellness. We're going to have clarity of thoughts and clarity of mind. You see how easy that's coming out? You know why? Because these are things that I think every morning before my foot hits the ground. And so it's second nature to me. And it has to be second to nature to you. Think about your day and think and go ahead and play in your mind. And I'm probably going to shift. I'm probably going to shift maybe after today, depending on how much time, if we can get through everything today. I'm probably going to shift to talking and dealing with imagination. And this it's going to be a heavy series. But this is where imagination comes into play, because I believe this, that as you're sitting there in stillness and thinking about what it is that you want your day to go and how well you want your day to go, you are in essence imagining your day, and those thoughts become things. Remember, we talked about this. Thoughts become things. And so that's what makes this so powerful. So again, meditation ain't no bad. It's not a bad thing. It's a moment of quietness and stillness. And again, if you live any kind of life at all, if you got any kind of responsibility at all, you understand that the minute your foot hits the floor, your life is just hectic, right? You got a million things going on, and it's hard to get stillness during the day. Start your day with stillness. If your day gets real rough and you got to pull away, go in a room somewhere and get still again, 5-10 minutes and start over. Sometimes we start well, things happen, and then we need to go back and recalibrate. That's fine. But meditation is a moment of stillness. It is you attacking you before you attack anything else. It is you making sure that you're together before you try to get anything else together. And I'm here to tell you, you're going to attack your task. You're going to attack your goals. You're going to attack your daily assignments in a much stronger way when you spend some more time with you. Listen, here's a New Year's resolution for you that you didn't even ask for. I need all of you this year to make up in your mind that you're going to spend more time with yourself. Put it in the comments. This year, I'm spending more time with myself. Come on. I want to see it. This year, I'm spending more time with myself. I'm here to tell you, I don't care how brilliant you are. I don't care how awesome you are. I don't care how many gifts you have. I don't care how many skills you have. I don't care how many degrees you have. I don't care what your job title is. I don't care how anointed you are. None of that matters. If you do not spend more time with you to make sure that your mind, your spirit, your energy, your focus is in the right place, you will be of no help to anybody else. until you start spending more time with you. It's so important. You got to spend more time with you so that your mind, your heart, your spirit is clear, so that when you are working with people, you are literally giving them the best of everything that you can, right? So again, start your day with prayer and meditation, all right? That's step one. Now, let's get into step two. Step two, and I kind of talked about it already, but let's get into it. Step two is this. So you're going to start in your day with prayer and meditation. The second thing you're going to do is think about what you want for the day, all right? You want to think about what you want for that day, all right? Think about what you want for that day. This is called visualization. This is called focusing only on what you desire. This is called what we just talked about, setting your mind to think about what it is, how it is you want your day to go. See, a lot of people get out of the bed. A lot of people get out of the bed and probably 2-3 hours into their day, they're working, whether you're working from home or you're going into a place or whatever, 2 or 3 hours into your day, because you did not spend time with yourself and you really didn't set how you wanted your day to go, things sometimes just start to happen bad, one thing after another, from the minute you put your foot down to 2-3 hours in the day. And before you know it, you're saying things like, I got out the bed on the wrong side of the bed, or I just got up in a bad mood. No, you didn't really get up in a bad mood. And I can prove that to you, because there is one time where your mind stops thinking, and that's when you sleep. When you are asleep, you are in a state of unconsciousness. So there is no thinking in sleep. There's dreaming in sleep, but there is no thinking in sleep. And so every time you sleep at night, whether you sleep at night, you got a regular first shift job, or you sleep during the day, you got a third shift job, second shift job, whatever, regardless of when you sleep, or you just taking a nap, every time you sleep, your mind shuts down. There is no thinking in sleep. There's only rest. There's only dreaming. That's it. There is no thinking. And so I want to say to you that you don't get out of the bed on the wrong side of the bed. You don't get out of the bed in a bad mood. What happens is you get out of the bed and you attack your day without attacking you. Y'all hear me? See, you cannot attack your day without setting your mind first, without setting your thoughts on those things that you desire for your day. So I'm telling you, I can't stress this enough, y'all. I know it sounds like I'm beating a dead horse, and that's fine. I can't stress this enough. You can't help nobody in your day until you get you together first. Y'all gotta stop just rushing into your day. Yeah, you might pray, and but you gotta stop just rushing and running into your day without just taking a moment of quietness and stillness to set your mind. And this is really important. If you know you got some big events going on, let's say you got a court case coming, you got to go to the doctor, or you got some big meetings at work, you got some big situations happening with your kids, your family, whatever. When you know you've got these big moments coming in your day, let me tell you something. Attack those moments without setting your mind if you want to, and you'll find yourself in a meeting. I'm going to just use me as an example. Let me just go ahead and put myself out there. Now, I set my mind every day, and I do this, and I really spend about 15-20 minutes of just quietness and stillness, and just really thinking about how I know my day is going to go, and really making sure that I'm in a great space, so that whether I'm ministering to you, whether it's through a post or at church or whatever, or I'm counseling people, coaching people on meetings, I want them to get the best version of me every time. I was in a meeting one day this week, and let me tell you something. I got so annoyed in this meeting. You ever been in a meeting and you thought to yourself, God, just make it stop. Like, just please make the whole thing stop. Just stop the whole thing. The sooner you can end this meeting, the better I'll love you if you would just shut the whole meeting down. And I was in one of those meetings, virtual meetings this week, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, this stuff is really getting on my nerves. I'm really starting to get annoyed. And then all of a sudden, out the blue, my energy, my emotions, myself reminded me of how I set my thoughts for the day. And I said, listen, all of these meetings are going to be smooth. I'm going to be a contributor to these meetings. My energy is not going to be what everybody else's energy is. When they fly low, I'm going to fly high. These are all things that I told myself before I started the day. And all of a sudden, right on the meeting, my whole energy just shifted right back to where it needed to be. Let me tell you something. You have to make sure that you set yourself. for your day and prepare yourself for your day. Because if not, you will find yourself in a meeting like that. And if you didn't set yourself, somebody gonna say something to you and you gonna pop right off and go right back at them. See, can I help y'all? Let me, I know you didn't ask for it, but I'm about to help you. The reason why many of you pop off on people is because you don't set your mind every day. You know, this pop off spirit where folks say stuff to you and you pop off and say something back to them, you can avoid that by setting your mind. I know y'all don't like this. Y'all don't like this kind of teaching here, but you can avoid that by setting your mind. Because if you set your mind at the beginning of every day, you are mentally prepared for a pop off. Y'all not gonna talk back to your boy this morning, but it's all right. You are mentally prepared for a pop off when you set your mind. See, many of y'all get caught off guard, and you in Walmart and somebody cut in front of you, or God knows I can't stand this right here, and y'all pray for Pastor, because there's two things Pastor need to get delivered from. One, Pastor need to get delivered from road rage. Amen. I'm just confessing my own sins. Y'all ain't got to confess y'all's. Pastor need to get delivered from road rage, because Pastor can't have a little bit of road rage sometimes. And that's number one. And number two, Pastor needs to get delivered from people cutting other folk off in line when I've been waiting in line for an hour. Pastor, I got to get delivered from that, because it ain't even got to be my turn next. Stop cutting other folk off. I can't stand. Pastor is not going off on a tangent. Just bear with me. I can't stand to be in a line at a certain store that's always got a line and only got 2 registers open, and 2 out of 30 registers open. I can't stand to be in a store that's got a whole lot of registers, but only got 2 out of the 30 registers open, and you standing in line and you like number 7 in line. And yet and still you look up and somebody's number 2 in line or 3 in line, and somebody literally tries to come up and get in front of the number 3 person to be the new number 3. I can't stand it. And no, I'm not next, but I can't stand it. I absolutely can't stand it. And it really grinds my gears. And I'm just being honest with y'all. All right. But none of that matters when you set your thoughts every morning. See, we don't set our thoughts. And so when stuff like that happen, you pop off. You get people together. Some of y'all could have avoided these situations where you have gotten folks together if you would just set your mind. Come on, set your mind. Some of y'all put names in the stream, and I ain't even calling no names. Y'all something else. Set your mind. Set your mind. Some of these arguments, you can spare some of these people, some of these tongue slayings you gave them if you just set your mind. Because when you set your mind, y'all, guess what? It matters not what they do to you. It matters not what they do, in some cases, even to other people. When you set your mind, none of that matters. Your only focus when you set your thoughts for what you want for the day becomes you. And you are really in a posture that says, it doesn't matter what happens around me. It doesn't matter what happens to me. This is what I want for my day. This is how my day is going to function. This is the kind of energy I'm going to have in my day. And when you mentally put yourself in that space, yes, some things going to happen, but you don't let people throw you off. Some of y'all have showed your natural because you have not set your mind. And so I need y'all every morning to start spending more time setting your mind. Meditate. Meditation is stillness. Sit down somewhere, cut off all your devices, cut off your TV, cut your alerts off, and spend 10 to 15 minutes setting your thoughts, so that when you see a text that really annoys the life out of you, instead of you responding in all caps with all kinds of emojis and cussing folk out, your mind is set where you can just respond, okay, and move on. Am I helping anybody? Is this making sense? I know this is hard teaching, but in 2021, I need y'all to quit showing off on people. I need y'all to stop going off on people because your mind ain't right, because you are mentally off. Your energy is off. Your spirit is off. You have not set your mind for that. Y'all got to stop that. When you set your mind, ain't nothing that folk can do to you that's going to throw you off kilter. There's nothing that people can do to you that's going to throw you off your energy. There's nothing that people can do to you that's going to have you looking at folk crazy or talking to people crazy. Let me tell you something. Kindness will be your portion when you set your mind. Let me tell you something. This thing going to click for real when you can be, you're going to know your mind is really set for real when you can be nice to folk and they were just rude to you? It all connects. See, we say in church, bless your enemies, love them that hate you. But what we don't do is we don't teach people how to do it. I'm trying, come on. We don't teach people how to do it. We say stuff like that in church. When the Bible says, I ought to love my enemies. That's great. We've all read it. But Pastor, how am I going to love my enemies? It's simple. You got to set your mind. Because when you set your mind, then it don't matter what they do to you. Doesn't matter. Y'all still calling out these corporations that I talked about earlier. Y'all so wrong. I didn't even call nobody by name. Y'all got a call out spirit. y'all are so wrong. But when you set your mind, yeah, you can be nice to people who don't like you. You can be nice to people who are rude with you. You can be nice to people who are sometimey with you. Watch this. You can be nice to people who don't even speak to you. When you set your mind, it matters not what they do to you, because you are suddenly in a posture where you have visualized the kind of strength and energy and vitality that you want for your day. Set your mind, y'all. I'm telling you. When you set your mind, you'll spend more time erasing what you want to say. Come on, y'all. You will spend more time erasing what you want to say, what you want to text when you set your mind. You'll spend more time thinking twice about what you want to post when you set your mind. Set your mind. Don't let what people do throw your mindset, throw your energy off, throw your vitality off, throw your focus off. You got to set your mind. And when you do, I'm telling you, you respond. And let me tell you how crazy it is. When people got off energy, you'll respond to stuff like that with just okay. And people will think there's something wrong with you. It ain't nothing wrong with you. You just not choosing to fly down there. You have set your mind every day and you are choosing to fly above the foolishness and to have your mindset at a place where the only way I'm a fool with you is if you come up here with me. I'm trying to help y'all. The only way I'm going to fool with you is if you come to where my paradise is. I'm going to talk to y'all about paradise in the months to come. It's going to make sense. This thing is really going to bless you. But my paradise is right here. And if you ain't up here with my paradise, I can't get with you. I can't respond to you. I can't come down here and do that with you, because if I come down there and do that with you, then you're going to ruin my entire day. You're going to ruin all my energy. You're going to ruin everything that happens for me. And you're going to put me on a momentum, a bad momentum. And more than that, and let's just keep it 100. If I come down there with you, you're going to be reminded that I ain't been saved too long. And see, this is how you stay saved. Being saved don't mean you're going to be perfect. But let me tell you something. You stay saved by making sure you stay where paradise is. Because if not, if you start responding to folk the way they respond to you, you're going to remind people that you ain't all the way there. And if most of us were honest, most of us ain't all the way there. We have some good days. We have some bad days, right? And so you cannot respond to where things are. You have to be where you are and expect everything to come up to where you are. You either get up here to where I am, or you just go away. And listen, you ain't got to push them away. When your energy is right, watch this. And I've learned this from personal experience. When your energy is right, and people and things around you have to come up to where you are. And if they don't, then they got to make a decision. I see he's in a different place. I see she's in a different place. So I'm going to come up to where he is, or I'm going to just fall back. And either way, you win. Either way, it's a win for you. So you got to keep your energy up here. You got to think good thoughts. You got to think happy thoughts. You got to think about what it is that you want for your day and how you want things to be. And then you got to get up there and you got to stay up there. All right. And don't come down for nobody. All right. Put this in the comments right now. I'm not coming down for nobody. I'm trying to help y'all. I'm not coming down for nobody. Put it in the comments. That has to be your mantra this year. That has to be your mantra for the rest of your life. I'm not coming down for nobody. I'm setting my energy. I'm setting my mind every single day. I'm setting my thoughts so that it is where it needs to be in order for me to operate in my paradise. I'll explain what that is, because that probably makes no sense to some of you. Some of you probably already understand where I'm going. But you got to set where your paradise is, and you can't come down for nobody. If people are going to be where you are, if people are going to vibe with you, and people are going to be connected to you, they got to come up to where you are. You in this year, the rest of you, don't come down, y'all. I'm telling you, don't you let people dirty you, and you get down in their dirt and you become like them. You got to set your paradise and make everything else come in alignment with that. Does that make sense, y'all? Is this making sense at all? Don't come down for nobody. Set your mind. Don't come down for nobody, and it works. All right. Number 3, we're talking about 4 steps to set your thoughts. I'm doing pretty decent on time. This is good. Number 3, are y'all ready? All right. So number 1 is starting in your day with prayer and meditation. For those of you that are just tuned in. Number 2, think about what you want for the day. Here's number 3. Put your emotions on those things. School y'all on some stuff that's coming in print form real soon. Put your emotions on those things. So you've thought about what you want for the day. Now you got to put your emotions on those things. You got to think about how having what you want is going to make you feel. Grab that feeling and hold on to it. You got to think about how having what you want is going to make you feel. You got to put your emotions on it, and that's what you got to live on the rest of the day. You got to let that be your baseline, your foundation that you come back to. Live in that space for a few moments. You're sitting there, you're quiet, you're stealing your mind, you've stilled your mind, you're quiet, you're thinking about how you want your day to go. You're thinking about the things that you want in your day. Put your emotions on that thing. How is it going to make you feel to get everything on your to-do list done? Any of y'all ever written a to-do list and it seemed like it was an unending pocket of paper that never came to an end? You had like 15 pieces of paper with stuff to do, and every week you add new stuff, and now some of the stuff on your to-do list is 2 weeks old because you ain't got to it. But in your moment of stillness, you are seeing yourself finishing everything on your day to-do list. How is that going to make you feel? It's going to make you smile. It's going to make you happy. It's going to make you joyful. You got to put your emotions on that. When you put your emotions on it, it starts to reset your energy. You are putting energy on the thing that you're thinking. You're putting energy on the things that you're desiring for your day. And all of a sudden, those things begin to move. Those things begin to come to you faster. Those things begin to happen for you quicker. So you got to put your emotions on the things that you thought about for that day. Literally live in that space for a few moments. And it not only works, watch this, for your day. Watch this. It works for the things that you that you desire, that you want to attract into your life in the future. So when I'm sitting there for 15 minutes every morning, because normally it's about 15, 20 minutes, I'm just sitting in just quietness. I might be sitting on the edge of my bed. I may be sitting straight up in my bed. I'm just sitting in quietness for 15, 20 minutes and just really resetting my thoughts. But I'm not thinking about my day for that whole 15, 20 minutes. I think about my day first. I really do. I think about how I want things to go in my day, how I really want to be during that day, how solid I want to be. And then my mind starts to go into my life, not just for the day, but for the coming weeks, for the coming months. Like I start seeing myself on the beach at one of my destinations on my vision board. I start seeing myself on the beach, sand in my toes, iPad in my lap, book on the beach bed, and shades on my face with a little bit of sand in my beard. I start seeing it, and it becomes real to me. And before you know it, I'm sitting there and I got a big smile on my face because it really feels like I'm sitting on the beach. That's what you have to do. You have to put your emotions on the things that you're thinking, because when it becomes real to you, it'll happen for you. Put that in the comments. When it becomes real to you, it will happen for you. That was good. When it becomes real to you, wow, that was great. When it becomes real to you, it'll happen to you. When it becomes real to you, it will happen for you. When it becomes real to you, come on, type it in. When it becomes real to you, it'll happen for you. And I'm telling you, people that don't understand the power of what you believe, people that don't understand that your energy can attract things into your life, or it can repel things into your life, this stuff will make no sense to them. But I'm telling you, when something becomes real to you, it will happen for you. And the reason why many things have not happened and materialized in your life, frankly, is because you kind of believe it, but you ain't all the way there. Now let me see who's gonna be honest here. How many of you are honest? I can honestly admit and say, Pastor, I know what you're talking about. There's some things that I really asked for that I kind of believed, and I kind of thought I was going to receive it, but there was some doubt sitting back there. And that doubt really began to play on you. And you never saw it happen because, frankly, it wasn't real to you. When you really believe it and you put your emotions on it, it becomes real to you. And I'm telling you, it puts you in the mood. I ain't kidding y'all. There are days where I knew I was going to have a hard day. I had hard meetings. I had hard events. I had hard things I had to deal with. And there were days where most people would get out of the bed, dreading getting out of the bed. I don't want to get out of the bed. And see, this is how people end up sleeping and laying around all day or binge watching TV, right? Because they don't set their minds and set their energy to feel good about what's coming in their day, right? And so you avoid all of that by setting your mind. I know it's like to get them and be like, look, man, this is going to be a horrible day. I got a lot going on. This is going to be crazy. And when you set that kind of energy, when you set that kind of emotion in your spirit, then you begin to materialize those things. But the opposite is also true. You know, you've got these meetings coming up. You know, you've got these commitments coming up. You know, you've got these tasks coming up, and some of them are hard, but you sit there and see yourself. How you going to feel sitting on that call with people that you work with that you know don't even like you? And how you going to feel being able to smile and be professional and handle your business and respond to everything that you do and do it in professionalism and do it in decency and kindness, and how that's going to make you feel. And all of a sudden, with your eyes closed, you are picturing yourself doing well, and you start smiling and you start to feel that positive energy that really builds momentum in your day. And let me tell you how it works, because that's another thing I got to deal with. I got to deal with imagination, and I got to deal with momentum. Let me tell you how that momentum works. That good energy that you set for your day begins to tackle everything in your day. And all of a sudden, stuff just starts working for you. Stuff starts moving for you. Things that you didn't even plan starts happening for you because you got good momentum that's been set with just a few minutes of stillness. All right. So I want y'all to try this tomorrow if you've never done it. And now look, you got to be careful not to let your mind wander all over the place, right? Try to focus on something that's not moving, that's not loud. You know, your thoughts are probably going to try to be all over the place, and you've got to really work to try to set your thoughts and be still. But I want you to try it, because I'm telling you, I need you to put some positive energy on your day so that as you attack your day, you begin to build momentum for everything that's coming your way. All right. And when you do, there's nothing that can come your way that's going to stop you. It has to become real to you. And when it becomes real to you, it's going to be real in your life. It's going to show up in your life. It's got to be real to you, though. The same way you can see yourself on the beach, you ought to be able to see yourself doing well through the day. The same way you can see yourself driving in that new car, you ought to be able to see yourself going through your meetings in the day and being successful. The same way you can see yourself landing that dream job or starting that business. You need to be able to see yourself going to the doctor that day and getting a positive report. How are you going to feel when the doctor says your numbers look good and that everything is checked out well? That's going to make you smile. That's going to make you excited. You begin to set that energy, and that energy goes with you and attacks your day. It sets the plate before you even get there. It sets the stage before you even get there. So really, I want to challenge all of you. I need you to start doing this starting tomorrow. In fact, if your day gets too hard today, shut everything down today. Shut your phone down, cut off your social media, do whatever you got to do. Shut it all down so that you can position yourself to reset your energy when you find yourself off. All right. Will y'all do that for me? All right. So that's number 3. Again, put your emotions on those things. Step 1, we said we're going to start and end our day with prayer and meditation. Step 2, we said we're going to think about what we want for the day. And then step 3, we said we're going to put our emotion on it, right? We're going to put our positive energy on it so that we begin to build a wall of momentum that carries us through. All right. And then here's step 4. This is the big step. I got to spend probably the rest of the broadcast on step 4. Step 4 is the big one. You ready? Step 4 is then let it go. then let it go. Now, this is going to sound crazy to you, but just hear me out. Step 4 is then let it go, or just let it go, whichever way you want to type it. You have asked, you have prayed, you have meditated, you have thought about what you wanted for the day. We're talking about how you set your thoughts every day. You have put your emotions on those things that you are expecting, right? Step 4, now you got to let it go, which means, watch this, just listen to me, which means you have sat there and spent 5 minutes of stillness and quietness thinking about your meetings that you have all day. Let's go back to the meeting example. You've been thinking about all of those meetings that you got every day. You've been thinking about all the routes you got to run for work, all the tasks you got to complete for that, all the things your kids have to do. You've been thinking about all these things, right? And how it's going to go well, right? You've done that. You've done that for 5 minutes. You put some positive energy on. You feel good about it. Now, you open your eyes, you get up, start doing your work and get into your day. You got to let it go. Because see, here's the thing. Anything that we hold on to, anything that we hold on to, even if we are believing God for it, anything that we hold on to, we delay the manifestation of it by holding on to it. Because see, when you hold on to it, you tend to try to make it happen instead of letting it happen, right? So you believe that you were going to have great meetings all day, and you held on to that. And so when you get on these meetings and folks start looking at you sideways, or they giving you attitude, or there's certain people that's being passive aggressive, God knows the Lord. I really had to seek the Lord, and the pastor's just telling all his business. I really like to seek the Lord this week, and Rehab knows, because I've talked to Rehab about this, especially when we do leadership trainings and we talk about serving people. It's one thing that I can't stand, and that is passive aggressive behavior. It's that behavior where people they mad, and so instead of just saying you mad and just voicing why you mad, you get quiet, or you shut down, or you don't want to deal with nobody. I can't stand it. And that thing happened. I was on some meetings this week, and I saw that all over the meeting, and I was just literally about to lose it. But then I was reminded, wait a minute, you said that the day was going to go well. You already put positive energy on that. Don't even entertain that. Let it go. That positive energy will work all of that stuff out for you. And see, we tend to hold on to it. And when we do, when you hold on to it in that situation, you find yourself on the call trying to call people out. Oh, your energy ain't right. And I don't mean to disrespect nobody, but some of y'all on this call, your energy ain't right. And what you do, you think you're being honest and noble. But what you do is you end up taking a bad situation and starting an argument. Let it go. You have already set your energy and emotions for the day. You already feel good that you're going to have a good day. Don't put your hands in it. Let it go. And this is a big one, y'all. You can't dwell on it all day. You can't worry about it all day, because this encourages doubt and fear. See, you sat there and set your mind and said, listen, I got this 10 o'clock doctor's appointment. No, I got a better one than that. I got this 3 o'clock doctor's appointment, 3 p.m. And it's 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. You've set your mind. I got this 3 p.m. doctor's appointment, and it's going to go well. And I know it's going to go well. And you start feeling good about it. And you get into your day, and then right about 9:30, 10 o'clock, what you start thinking about? The doctor's appointment. You start seeing yourself sitting on the chair. You start seeing the doctor coming in there, putting the blood pressure cuff on your arm. You start seeing the doctors coming in and talking to you. And then all of a sudden, what starts creeping in your mind? Doubt. Well, this ain't going to go well. But you start thinking about everything you ate over the holidays and how your blood pressure numbers are going to be off, because you've been in all that stuff, chitlins and all that stuff you've been eating that y'all eat. You've been in all of that stuff, and your mind starts thinking this stuff. And before you know it, at 9 in the morning, the doctor's appointment ain't till 3. At 9 in the morning, what you are doing, you start letting doubt and fear creep into your mind. And the thing that you thought was going to happen for you, you start sending out energy called doubt and fear. And before you know it, if you can manifest good things, you can also manifest bad things. And so then the results end up being bad because you held on to them all day. You was worried about it all day. Well, I wonder if it's going to happen. I wonder if it's going to work. Oh, Lord, I don't know how this is going to turn out. You got butterflies in your stomach. when you set your energy, the butterflies go away. The ill worrying goes away. All of that stuff goes out the window. And many of us are very guilty of this. If we would just be honest, we are very guilty of doing everything up to step 4. We'll pray and meditate. We'll think about what we want for the day. We try to set our minds for the day, our emotions for the day. We have done steps 1 through 3 well. But when we get up to step 4, and when it gets to step 4, which means you got to let it go, folks struggle with letting it go. And what you do is when you struggle with letting go, you throw down the tube, all of that energy that you set for your day in the morning. See, we struggle with that part because most of us are guilty of wanting to put our hands in it. And let me give you a better one than that. If something you're believing for, you get signs of it and it doesn't seem like it's going the way you believe, what's your natural inclination? Your natural inclination is to jump in and rescue it. Oh, I've been believing God for this relationship to work. And you talk to the person on the phone and they got an attitude. And what you do? I got to rescue. I got to stop. So you try to fight fire with fire and you try to make it work. And you try to beg and plead. You got to stop. You've already believed for it. You've already put good energy on it. Let it go. And remember, if paradise is right here for you, if you are right here and this is what you desire and this is your level, you got to make everybody else come up to your paradise. So if you're on the phone with the person and they got an attitude, but you're believing that it's going to work and be okay, you can't try to fight that and fix that because you create resentment. I ain't got time to deal with this. You create resentment in the person by trying to deal with it instead of just letting it be. They see your response to them as an attack. So the best thing you can do is just say, listen, this is where I am. I needed to come up here. And if you're not there, just I gotta let it go. I know what I'm believing for. I know what I'm hoping for, and just be done with it. I'm trying to help y'all. That's in relationship. That's in business dealings. That's with your health. That's with, you expecting to manifest money. Well, I don't care what it is you're expecting in your life to manifest in your life. You got to learn how to let it go. Because if not, you're going to encourage fear and doubt. Listen, anytime fear is present, love, trust, and peace are absent. Wow, that was good. I'm going to say it again. Anytime fear is present, love, trust, and peace are absent. Anytime fear is present, love, trust, and peace, which are 3 powerful things, love, trust, and peace. Anytime fear is present, love, trust, and peace, they ain't in the picture. And if love, trust, and peace are not in the picture, you're going to walk around with a whole lot of fear. Let me tell you something. You ain't ever been scared of something and trust has been there at the same time. You ain't ever been scared of something and love has been there at the same time. Let me give you Bible for you deep folks. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of love. It's the first thing he said. You ain't never been in fear and love has been there. You ain't never been in fear and peace has been there. Peace, love, and trust repel fear. Some of you are probably thinking, Pastor, I got a fear issue. I got a doubt issue. How do I overcome doubt? How do I overcome fear? It's simple. Love, trust, and peace. You're welcome. You overcome fear and doubt with love, trust, and peace. If something's making you fearful, shift your mind to love, shift your mind to trust, shift your mind to peace. Let me tell you how it works. If you're starting to feel doubt, maybe you start, maybe think of it. Maybe you and a family member. No, I don't want to use that one. Maybe you're worried about your career. Maybe you're worried about your career and you don't like where you're working and you've been applying for jobs and you've been putting applications in and nothing seems to be working. And you're applying for stuff and you seem to be a perfect fit and nobody's responding to you. And so then all of a sudden you start to feel fear. Well, Lord, I'm gonna be on this job forever. I'll never get off this job. You start feeling doubt, start feeling worry and anxiety and concern. This thing will never work out for me. And all of these feelings come. Let me tell you how you repel it. Number one, love. What am I going to love, Pastor? You need to fall in love again with the idea of what you want for your life. If you know you've been believing to be a business owner, entrepreneur, or to get the dream job that lines up with your qualifications, that pays you for your experience, if you know you've already visualized that for your life and you're looking to attract that into your life, then you got to go back and fall in love again with the mindset or with the mentality or with the thing or the visions that you put in your mind for that thing to happen. And love does it, right? So you got to think thoughts of love concerning your future. You got to think thoughts of love concerning your career. You got to think thoughts of love concerning them responding back. No, it's not that they haven't responded yet. It's just that this isn't the right position. This isn't obviously I haven't found the perfect fit yet, but the perfect fit is out there. That perfect job is out there. That perfect position is out there with the perfect hours, with the perfect supervisor, with the perfect team, with the perfect demographics, with the perfect environment. That perfect dream position is out there, and I know it is, and I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to meet it. That's how you start to shift your energy towards love, right? So again, number one, you attack it with love. Number two, you attack it with trust. So you not only begin to re-love the idea that you know is coming, you begin to trust that it's on the way. Does this sound repetitive to y'all? Does this sound repetitive? We've been talking about this for 5 weeks. Does this sound repetitive to you? You begin to then trust that it's on the way. Ask, believe, trust. Believe, trust, believe, trust, believe, trust. Trusting is believing. Believing is trusting. You can't believe without trusting. If you say you believe, you have to trust. If you say you believe and you don't trust, you really don't believe. Come on, Zion. I tried not to scream. I couldn't help it. Believing, trusting, believing. It's the same thing. You can't have one without the other. And so this thing is cyclical. When fear comes, we put love on it. We put trust on it. We begin to trust that everything that we are expecting is happening. We begin to trust that everything that we are believing is happening. You overcome fear with love. You overcome fear with trust. You've got to start trusting in what you believe. You have to start trusting in what you expect. You overcome fear and doubt with love, with trust. And then the third thing, and I've already told you, is peace. It's peace. So you're fearful, you're doubting, you put love on it, you're trusting that it's going to happen. Now, the third thing that you have to do is you got to have a peace about it. And this is where we get back to letting it go. Because when you got peace about it, just let it go. I already know what's coming my way. I already know what's going to happen in my life. I've already believed for it. I've already asked for it. I believe for it. I've received it in my spirit. I received it in my mind. I received it in my heart. My energy has received it. Thus, it's radiating in my energy, and people can see my happiness. People can see my positivity, and they can see my kindness, and they can see my gratitude. They can see my graciousness. They can see all of those things. So now, ain't no need of me just thinking about it all day. I'm gonna let it go. It's coming. Whatever it is that I'm expecting, it's coming. It's already done. It's already happened. It's already finished. It's already materialized. It's already manifested. It's already expected. It's already in motion. You have to let it go. I just gave you a formula that will crack fear, doubt, and anxiety every time. I just gave you a formula that will crack fear, anxiety, and doubt every time. You don't have anxiety because you're crazy. You have anxiety because somewhere along the way, you fell out of love with what you expected, whether it's for your life, whether it's for somebody else's life, whether it's for your career, whether it's for your finances, whether it's for your job, whether it's for your relationships, somewhere your energy fell out of love with what you expected. I'm trying to help y'all. It gets no more practical than this. You don't have anxiety because you're crazy, because you got mental chat. You ain't got anxiety for that. You have anxiety because somewhere along the way, you fell out of love with what you believe. Somewhere along the way, watch this. you stop trusting what you believed in. Well, it's concerning your life, your children, your relationships, your friendships, your career, your business ideas, your dreams, your goals. What somewhere along the line, you fell out of trust in it. Your trust, your belief went out the window. So you got to restore your trust in what you believe. You know your life ain't supposed to be where it is. You know your life is not supposed to be going down the path that it's going. And so instead of getting anxiety about it, take a step back and reset. Wait a minute. This is not what I love about my life. This is what I'm loving about my life. This is what I'm expecting about my life. And this is where my love belongs. And then you got to start trusting what it is that you're loving about your life. You got to start trusting what it is that you are expecting about your life. And then the third reason why you have anxiety is because you don't have peace. See, when you have love and when you have trust, you know what you expect, you're trusting that it's happening, then peace all of a sudden becomes your portion. Then all of a sudden you walking around smiling when most people who were in your position would be crying and having mental breakdowns. Can I help you? Let me speak to you other strong people who kind of strong like Pastor. The reason why pastors don't have mental breakdowns in situations that other folks do is because Pastor has learned the key to being able to break that kind of anxiety. And it's simple. Love what you expect. Trust that it's already done, and then have a peace about it. Did you hear what I said? Love what you expect. Trust that it's already done, and then have peace about it. It ain't your problem to figure it out. It ain't your problem to fix nothing. It's not your problem to solve nothing. It's not your problem to work out nothing. It ain't your problem to get your hands dirty. It's not your job to get your hands dirty. Your job is to love and expect it. Your job is to trust that it's moving. And then your job is to have peace about it. Go to sleep. Stop staying up all night with anxiety. Go to sleep. Eat. Stop missing meals. Eat. Go on through your day. Find things that make you happy. If cutting your music on loud and dancing in your kitchen makes you happy, I'm talking about Pastor now. You ought to see me and the kids be in the kitchen, and I have my playlist on, and I put a post about my playlist. I got a Jesus playlist. I got trap music playlist. I got a merengue playlist, because every time I hear merengue, it puts me in the mindset of the beach. And if you know, you know. There's a certain, just a certain types of music I hear when I get off the plane, when I'm in the Dominican Republic, and I got a merengue playlist. And when I'm in there, I'm teaching my kids how to salsa, and we in there dancing and having a good time. And listen, I ain't worried about that stuff that I prayed over early in the day. I ain't worried about that stuff that I meditated over early in the day. I'm not worried about none of that stuff, because it ain't my problem to worry about it. My problem was just to ask. My job was just to ask for it. My job was just to believe it and trust in it. And now my job is to have some peace about it. I'm trying to help y'all. Y'all not listening to me. But if you follow this formula that I just gave you, suddenly you'll start seeing your mindset change. You'll start seeing your emotions change. You'll start seeing your anxiety change. Find something that you enjoy. It may not even be, it may be the craziest thing. If you feel pleasure eating ice cream. Now, I don't know how much you want to eat, especially if you're trying to watch stuff. But if finding pleasure and what makes you happy is getting you some Tonight Dough. Tonight Dough is my favorite ice cream. God knows that Ben & Jerry Tonight Dough is from the Lord. I don't know who makes that stuff, who manufactures that stuff, but I want to just speak a word of blessing. I want to speak a word of miracles to whoever makes Ben & Jerry's Tonight Dough ice cream. If y'all ever want Pastor to be in a good mood, get me a container of Ben & Jerry's Tonight Dough. Now, don't let Sister Stephanie do it, because Sister Stephanie ain't going to give me everything in the container. That's an insider for Sister Stephanie. I know I'm going to hear about this later. Sister Stephanie is going to take half of it out the container and give Pastor half of the Tonight Dough, because Sister Stephanie don't fix my plates right. I had to say, Lord, I'm going to hear about this later. I know she is mad right now. She don't fix my plates right. So don't let Sister Stephanie give me the container. But if y'all want Pastor to be happy, Jesus is in Ben and Jerry's Tonight Dough ice cream. He's in there. If you've never experienced Jesus, go get some Ben and Jerry's Tonight Dough and go get some Ben and Jerry's Chunky Monkey. If you have never tried Jesus, you will have tried him through Tonight Dough and Chunky Monkey. Here she comes. I see her coming for me. I know it. I love you, Sister Stephanie. Huh? That Jesus is in that ice cream. If that makes you happy, eating some Ben and Jerry's and watching Chappelle's show, do that. Because if you don't, you will find yourself worrying about stuff that ain't your problem to solve. It's not your problem to solve your life. It's not your problem to solve your life. It is only your challenge to think about what you desire and to allow it to manifest in your life. And when you put your mind and your energy on it, your job now is just to let it go and let those things start working for you. We can't say in one hand that the law of attraction, ask, believe, and receive, that we believe biblically, the law of attraction. We can't say on one hand that that's true, but then we got our hands all over it. No, you believe for it. That way your anxiety level is going to come down. These panic attacks y'all having going to come down. These breakdowns that you're having, I'm telling you from what I know, these breakdowns that you're having will start to come down when you begin to operate in love, trust, and peace. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. You got to get your mind together, and you get it together. You break fear, you break doubt, you break worry, you break anxiety by combating it with love, by combating it with trust. I know that what I desire is going to happen. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care how mad at me they are. I don't care how many applications aren't responding. I don't care how crazy my kids are acting. I don't care how funny my money looks. I know it's going to happen for me, and I trust it. And then find peace about it. Be at peace. Ain't your job to fix it. Ain't your job to fix people. See, we really mess up sometimes when we trying to fix people. Y'all, listen, and I can do a whole lesson on this. Part of the problem is you think you can fix people, and you can't fix people. There ain't nobody on this earth you can fix. So stop it. Y'all stop trying to fix people. Stop trying to fix people. You can't fix people. When you stop trying to fix people, when you stop trying to fix situations and just be at peace about it, remember what you believed about it. Remember what you love about it. Trust that those things are happening. I'm telling you, those things start to happen for you, and you ain't got to go to bed worrying about your son, your daughter, worrying about where they are, what they're doing, if they're going to be okay. You prayed about that thing. You got peace about it. You're trusting that it's already done, and you got peace about it. And then you can be able to live your life and be happy and be okay and not be worried and not be filled with anxiety. I want to say this to because I'm starting to feel the Lord really speak to me. I want to say this to everybody on this call right now. To everybody on this call, that this week, if you learn to operate in love, trust, and peace, this will be a week where you will not have to deal with anxiety. I don't know who wants to receive this. I don't know who wants to receive this. But if you want to receive this, I got a word for you. If you operate this week in love, trust, and peace, love, believing what it is, knowing what it is that you desire, loving it, feeling good about it. Trust, believing that it's already done, believing that it's already happened, believing that it's already in motion. And then peace, not worrying about, not even thinking about it no more. Don't even think about it the rest of the day. Don't even think about it. Don't think about something. Do everything else you need to be doing. Do your work, do your errands. If you do that, I'm here to speak into your life that this will be a week of no anxiety. This will be a week of no stress. This will be a week of no worry. I don't know who wants it. Maybe I ain't talking to nobody. And if I ain't, then that's fine. But if you are listening to this broadcast or listening to this replay, I want to say to you, learn how to love it, learn how to trust it, learn how to be at peace about it. when it comes to the things that you desire, when it comes to the things that you want to see happen in your life, learn to love it, learn how to trust it, learn how to be at peace about it. And when you do, there will be no more anxiety. There will be no more medication. Y'all don't even believe that, do you? There will be no more pills for anxiety and worry and stress. No. This will be a week that is filled with peace because your love and your trust and your peace is in place. I don't know who that was for, but if it was for you, I want you to put it in the comments right now. It's already done. Come on. If you're bold enough, I want you to put in the comments right now. It's already done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. If you believe that, I want you to put it in the comments now. It's already done. Come on. It's already done. It's already done. It's already done. I'm believing for it. I believe this is going to be a week of no anxiety, no stress, no worry, no high blood pressure, none of that stuff. I believe that this is going to be the most peaceful week of my life. And why? Because I'm loving what I believe. I'm loving what I expect. I'm believing that it's happening, and I'm trusting that it's done. And tonight I'm going to snore like I never snored before. That has to be your go to bed. Get off social media. Quit scrolling for 2 hours before you lay down. 2 hours before you lay down, put social media down so that your mind has 2 hours before your head hits the bed. And I'm telling you, you're going to lay down with clearer thoughts. You're going to feel better about yourself. You ain't going to have that anxiety and stress and worry. Your blood pressure going to be good. All of that stuff is going to work if you would just learn to love it, trust it, and have peace about it. Is this making sense to anybody? Is this blessed anybody? It's prayer time. Wow. I didn't mean to end on that note, but thank God that we went that way, because I really sense that somebody needed this today. I know somebody needed this. I don't know who you are, but I know somebody needed this today. I know somebody needed to know, Pastor, how do I deal with this anxiety? How do I deal with these worries, these worrisome feelings that I have, these worrisome thoughts that I have that keep me up at night, that make me think about them when I should be focused on my work, or think about it when I should be focused on my kids, or think about it when I should be focused on my career or my business. Telling you, learn to love what you believe. Believe it, what you believe, receive it, and then just trust that it's done. Trust that it's done. Have peace about it. And when you do, it's all going to work for you. I want to pray for you. Put your prayer request in the comments right now, quickly. Come on, quickly. I didn't mean to go this long. Wow, it's 10:42. I didn't mean to go this long. I want you to put your prayer request in the comments right now. If you have a prayer request, type it in the comments. I am still praying over your prayer request. I'm getting up. I'm back on my dieting and working out tomorrow. Pastor's going to miss all of that food he's been eating. And Pastor has been eating and really trying to rest and reset and re-gear. And so Pastor's back on his 503 workouts in the morning. I'll be up, be praying over your prayer requests. But I have not stopped praying. I've been praying for your prayer requests, and I want to continue to pray. If you've got a prayer request, I want you to put it in the comments right now. Everybody, put it in the prayer request right now. Put it in the comments. You got a prayer request, put it in the comments right now, because I want to pray for your family. I want to pray for your situation. I want to pray for your circumstance. Come on, type it in the comments. Maybe your prayer request you cannot say publicly. You can email it to us, info@rehabcc.org. That's info@rehabcc.org. Just email your prayer requests, and we get those emails, and we certainly read those emails. We respond to those emails. We want to pray over your prayer requests. Come on, put them in there. I see many prayer requests coming. I said I wasn't going to repeat them, but I see so many, and these are really good prayer requests. I am certainly praying for those of you that have family members that are dealing with COVID, that are still dealing with this virus. We are still losing lives at a tremendous pace. And I'm praying for all of those things. I'm praying for those of you that have family issues, that have family challenges, that have family problems, that God would answer your prayers regarding your family, regarding your family issues, that he would do that. That for many of you that have issues with your career, some of you just can't stand where you're working. You can't stand what you do. You can't stand the position that you have. You feel like you should have more. You know you deserve more. You just don't, you have anxiety getting up on Mondays thinking about the place where you got to go to work. I'm praying for your situation. I'm praying that God gives you love, trust, and peace about your situation, so that you feel better about where you work, that you feel better about your career, you feel better about your professional standing. Come on, 15 more seconds. Come on, put the comments in there. I see the prayer requests coming. They're moving. Very good. Thank you so much. I'm looking at them. I want you all to think that I don't see them. I see them. Yes, I'm praying for your anxiety. I'm praying for your stress. Those of you that put it out there, I'm here to tell you, love, trust, and peace is the solution. It's the solution. It works. Love, trust, and peace. It works. I want you to have a stress-free week this week. And you're going to have a stress-free week this week. You're going to have an anxiety-free week this week. I'm believing God for that. And I just want you to do your part. Just love on those things that you expect in your life. All right? Come on, y'all. Good. This is good. 5 more seconds. Any more prayer requests? I want you to put them in the comments right now. Very good. Very good. Wow. What a powerful, I don't know you, young lady. Wow. Sister Tasha Thompson. And I don't, y'all know, I've been trying to stop reading prayer requests, but she said, she put something out here that I want to say, because I want to speak a word into her life. Yesterday, for this young lady, yesterday was my 7th year of my release from prison. I want to pray for career and peace. Let me tell you something, Sister Tasha, I don't know you. I've never seen you a day in my life, but let me say this to you. That the very fact that you had the boldness to put that prayer request out into the atmosphere, and that you've literally put some energy behind that request, God's going to make that happen for you. You are not only going to live a better life, you're about to live the best days of your life. Tasha, I don't know you. I've never seen you. I've never met you. But I'm here to tell you this week, every single day when you get up, after you pray and meditate, I need you for at least 5 minutes. As you're walking into the bathroom, you're walking into the shower, you're going into your day, what I need you to do is just simply keep repeating, it's already done. It's already done. It's already done. And I make you this promise. You're going to see this week the manifestation of some things happening in your life, because you have reset your energy and focus. But more than that, you have set your language, and your language has put that stuff in motion. Tasha, this is going to be a week of manifestation for you. Did you hear what I asked you to do? I want you to pray. I want you to meditate. And then for the first 5 minutes of activity, whether you're making up your bed, brushing your teeth, you can do it with a toothbrush in your mouth. It may sound a little gargly, but you can do it. Brushing your teeth, making up your bed, whatever you do, getting dressed in the shower. For the first 5 minutes, all I want you to say and think about is, it's already done. It's already done. It's already done. It's already done. And I'm here to tell you, God's sending people who have your career in their back pocket. God's sending people who have resources that can meet your needs in their back pocket. God's sending people right now into your life that not only will bless you, but they're going to bless your children and bless everybody connected to you. It's already done. It's already done. It's already done. Tasha, I can't wait to see you next Sunday. I want to see you next Sunday. I want to even see you Tuesday. I'm telling you, this is going to be a phenomenal week for you, because God cannot resist humility. When we humble ourselves, we position ourselves to be blessed like we have never been blessed before. And you, my friend, I ain't never met you, but I can't wait to meet you. You're about to live some of the most blessed days of your entire life. God can't resist humility. He's about to open up doors for you. All right, let me move on. Y'all type your prayer. I'm sorry. Pastor sometimes goes there. It's one of my gifts. Let's go. Clasp your hands like this is a symbol of faith. Wow. Wow, man. She blessed me. Tasha blessed me. And I've got people already commenting, where do you live? Let me tell you something. You just put it out in the atmosphere, and now the atmosphere is working in your favor. I'm telling you, this week, you're going to have opportunities knocking down your door. This week, you're going to start to see the manifestation, and it's going to be subtle little nuances. You're going to see, wow, that never happened before. This never happened. I'm telling you, she's in Dallas, Texas. She's in Dallas, Texas. I see. So apparently some people know good. Some people know who she's in Dallas, Texas. Let me tell you something. God is in Dallas right now. He's moving right now. And you're going to start to see the manifestation of some things moving in your life. And I'm just grateful for it. Y'all, let me pray. Clasp your hands like this, because I'm about to go way on out there. Clasp your hands like this. Are y'all ready? Because we're getting ready to pray, not just for Tasha, but we're getting ready to pray for everybody who had the courage to put a prayer request on this line today, who has a prayer request bubbling in their hearts. Maybe they email. We're about to pray for you, because this is going to be the week that God's going to show you manifestation. He's going to allow some things to start popping up in your life, and I'm excited about it. Are you ready? Clasp your hands like this is a symbol of faith. Let's pray. Father, in Jesus' name, I thank you today. Wow, for your word. Thank you for this time of gathering. Thank you for this time of sharing. Thank you for reminding us of these 4 critical steps of setting our thoughts and how necessary it is to use these steps to set our thoughts so that every single day our thoughts are in alignment with what we believe, and what we believe is in alignment with what we expect, and what we expect is in alignment with what we desire. We thank you, God, for this very practical word today. Now, God, I speak specifically to 3 things. 1, I speak to every prayer request on this line today. Every prayer request that's been typed, every prayer request that's been thought that maybe people didn't have the courage to type, every prayer request that's been emailed today. I speak to those requests, and I ask God that you would answer those requests and that you would do it in a major way. 2, I speak, God, to every ounce of anxiety that exists on this call, whether live or on the replay. Anybody that has experienced anxiety or stress or worry or concern of any nature, that this week, God, that you would remind them of the power of love, of the power of trust, and the power of peace. That for every ounce of fear, that for every ounce of doubt, that for every ounce of worry, that for every ounce of anxiety, that you might combat that with love, trust, and peace. God, this week, let people smile for no reason. Let people be happy for no reason. Let people walk around with joy and gladness for no reason, knowing that everything they are expecting in their lives, they are literally a breath away from it coming to pass. Thirdly, God, I need you, God, on this broadcast, on the replay, to go out to everybody tuned in and go into their lives and into their circumstances and cause us, God, to desire the things that make our lives better. Help us to reset our thoughts so we can reset our destinies. Help us to reset our thoughts so we can reset our futures and live in the future right now. God, I believe you for these things. I'm believing you for a week filled with manifestation, filled with miracles and promise, filled with open doors and opportunities. God, filled even with glimmers of hope. You may not even solve it this week, but let somebody know you're in the neighborhood. You may not fix it this week, but let somebody know you're on their street. Let somebody know that they're closer this week than they have ever been before to manifested miracles in their lives. And God, we will continue to praise you. God, I'll continue to praise you. Not even for my stuff. I will praise you for the stuff of your people, that as they believe you for it, that as you make it happen, I'll continue to give your name glory, honor, and praise. In Jesus' name, amen. Listen, you prayed with me. I want you to put it in the comments right now. It is so. It is so. Wow. It is so. Come on. It is so. It is so. It is so. It is so. Type it in the comments quickly. It is so. It is so. It is so. It is so. Wow. God's going to do it. God's going to manifest it. God's going to fix it. You're going to smile this week like you never smiled. You're going to be happy this week like you've never been happy. You're going to be joyful like you've never been joyful. You're going to laugh this week. I'm telling you, some of y'all going to think you at Showtime at the Apollo tonight, this week. You're going to laugh like you never laughed before. This week is going to be a week filled with joy and pleasure. There will be no stress this week. There will be no anxiety this week. There will be no worry this week. There will be no concern this week. You are going to live an amazing, stress-free, anxiety-free week this week. And not just this week, but if you want it for the rest of your life, because you are repositioning yourself to love what you are expecting, to believe that it's already done, to trust that it's already done. And now you got peace about it. It ain't your problem to solve it. It ain't your job to fix it. It's God's job. It ain't your job to fix it. It ain't your job to worry about it. It's God. That's his job. Now it's in his plate. Now I'm going to go in here and eat my Ben and Jerry's tonight, though, and watch Dave Chappelle. And guess what Pastor going to do today? Later on today, he going to have him some Ben and Jerry's tonight, though, and he going to watch Dave Chappelle. That's what he going to do, because it's not my job to figure out nothing. And that's what I'm believing God for you today. Listen, anybody want to be saved? Wow. Anybody want to be saved? Anybody want to dedicate their life to Christ? If you want to be saved, I want you to pray with me. The Bible tells us, Romans 10:9, if we confess with our mouths, believe with our hearts that Jesus Christ is who he is, did what he did for us, we are saved. It's that simple. Somebody wants to be saved today. Somebody wants to dedicate their life to Christ. Somebody wants to commit their life to Christ. And if you are tuned in, or if you are watching the replay, I want you to stop what you're doing. If you want to be saved, and I want you to touch and agree with me, there is a prayer that I want you to repeat. And if you repeat this prayer and really believe it in your heart, God's going to save you right now. He's going to save you right now. Would you do that? If you want to be saved, I don't care who you are. You want to be saved, I want you to stop what you're doing. Stop. Pull over. If you're driving, pull over. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. Pull over. It's important. You're about to change the course of your life because you're about to give your life to the one who's going to make all of this stuff happen. All right? You ready? If you want to be saved, I want you to repeat this prayer with me. If you're on the line and you already saved, listen, y'all, I need y'all praying silently right where you are. I need you praying silently right where you are because I really feel a pull today. I feel a tug today. Somebody's getting saved today. I believe it. Somebody's getting saved this morning right now. I believe it. Listen, you want to be saved? Repeat this after me. You ready? Say it. I'm a sinner. I'm not perfect. I have some flaws. I even have some failures. But I do believe that Jesus Christ was born of a virgin, lived on this earth just like I'm living. He suffered, bled, and died on the cross. But 3 days later, rose again for my sins. Because he lives, I can live, and I am saved. Listen, my friend, if you prayed that, I don't care where you are. I want to clap my hands and welcome you to the royal family of Jesus Christ. You have given your life to Christ, and it is one of the most powerful decisions you have ever made. And I'm so glad you made it. I'm so glad you made it. Now, this is what I need you to do. I don't care where you are. There are two things I need you to do. Somehow, some way. If you need to send an email to us, send us an email. Let us know that you've dedicated your life to Christ, that you've committed your life to Christ, that you are saved now, because we want to just simply say congratulations. Put it in the comments if you're bold enough to admit that you've given your life to Christ. Put it in the comments. I just dedicated my life, and watch everybody on the line begin to say congratulations, congratulations, because we're going to congratulate you. We're going to party like it's your birthday, right? We're going to congratulate you for this great decision that you made. And so I want to say that to you. Congratulations. You have made a powerful decision. Now, I need you to find you a church home somewhere. I don't care where you are. I don't care where you are. Find you a church home that you can be a part of that ministry, where you can give your time, talent, and treasure and continue to grow in grace, continue to grow in faith. It's one thing to be saved. It's another thing to continue to grow and develop and to mature. All of us are at different places. Some of us have been saved for a long time. Some of us just got saved. Some of us got saved last year. It doesn't matter when you got saved. The most important thing is that you're saved. Now I need you to find you a home, find you a pastor, find you a church where you can continue to grow, where you can continue to develop, where you can continue to be everything that you have been called to be. If you are looking for a church, I would love to be your pastor. Maybe you don't have a church where you are. Maybe you don't have a church. Maybe you're in the city where we are. You don't have a church. Maybe you're far away. You don't have a church where you are that you enjoy, that you don't enjoy the word and you're not growing in the word. I would love to be your pastor. I would love to be your pastor. Even if I've never met you, I've got virtual members I've never met a day in my life. But I'm here to tell you, it's such an honor to be your pastor and to be your leader. And I would love to be your pastor. Just simply you should see our moderators just commenting now. If you want to be a part of our ministry, just simply like their comments. If you want to join our ministry, just simply like their comments, and they will reach out to you and they will get some information from you. And we would love to welcome you to the nicest church on the entire planet, the Rehab Christian Center. Listen, there's a whole lot going on Facebook, y'all. Instagram, y'all a little dry today. There's a whole lot going on Facebook. I think Sister Tasha rededicated her life to Christ. Wow, we just calling you out like crazy today, Sister Tasha. But thank you so much for just rededicating your life to Christ. How powerful is that? Because sometimes many of us need that. It's not that we don't love God. We just strayed for a minute. Am I talking to anybody who has loved God for a long time, but you've gone through seasons where you strayed for a second, where you was off in left field somewhere doing some stuff, and just off in well. Listen, it's all happened to all of us. But let me tell you something. I'm here to tell you right now that dedicating your life and rededicating your life to Christ is such a powerful thing. And so do that. Now find your church home. Be committed to that church. Keep growing in the faith. Apply these basic principles to your life and watch your life begin to morph and change and grow like you never have seen it before. I tell you, I'm so excited today. This broadcast has really set my week off way up here. And so if y'all gonna get the pastor, you got to come up here. If you're not up here, then just don't hit my phone, don't call me, don't do nothing. Just leave me alone. If you're not gonna come up here, then just get away from me this week. My week has really been just set off. What a powerful experience today. And it's really gonna be set off when I get this tonight, though. In my spirit, in my system, it's really going to be set off. Amen. Listen, I want to challenge you to give today really quickly. I want to challenge you to give. I want to challenge all of you to give. I want to personally thank all of you for your giving. I want to thank all of you for how you have given to us in 2020. And I want to say to you, if you are interested in receiving your tax statement, I want you to email info@rehabcc.org. Email info@rehabcc.org. I want our moderators to put that on the screen, info@rehabcc.org. If you want your tax statement for 2020, your giving contributions for 2020, email info@rehabcc.org, and we can send that to you electronically so that you can have it for your tax purposes and everything that you need. I want to just, again, personally thank all of you for how you have sustained this ministry in 2020 when we were in an uncertain season and had no idea how we were going to operate through this very new virus, season that we're all in. And so I'm grateful for your giving. I'm grateful for how you tithe and give. And I want to challenge you again today to give. I want to challenge you today to give. You can give one of three ways. You can give via CashAPP at $REHABCCGIVE. That's $REHABCCGIVE. All right. So you're going to give your tithes, give your offering. I want to challenge you today to give. Sow a seed in this ministry. Maybe this word bless you in a tremendous way. Sow a special seed today. And I promise you, God will bless you. Sow your tithes. You don't sow tithes, give your tithes today and be a blessing back to God with that which he's given to you. And I promise you, you'll be blessed. All right. So you can give via CashAPP, $REHABCCGIVE. You can give on our website, www.rehabcc.org. All right. That's www.rehabcc.org and simply choose online giving. Again, www.rehabcc.org and simply choose online giving. All right. Or you can give from your cell phone. Text REHABWORKS to 88202. That's REHABWORKS to 88202. And right to your cell phone, you will receive all of the information that you need, where you can just simply click on the link and you can give right from your cell phone. So again, I want to challenge you to give. There are three ways you can give. And I want to challenge all of you today to be a blessing. To give your tithes, to sow a seed today, and watch God bless you. You know you're given to fertile ground. We have blessed and fed and clothed over 20,000 people in less than 8 years for free. And we did it on tithes and offering because we are a giving church. We are a serving church. And wow, just so blessed. All of the feedback we received, even during Sister Leslie's homegoing yesterday from her family, about how impressed they were with how our people served them. From the minute they walked through the door to the minute they ate to the minute they walked out, we have a spirit of serving at our church. We have a spirit of giving at our church. And I want to challenge you to be a part of that. You can be a part of that by giving this morning. Again, you can give three ways: via CashAPP, $REHABCCGIVE. That's via CashAPP, $REHABCCGIVE. You can give from our website, www.rehabcc.org, and simply choose online giving. Again, that's www.rehabcc.org and choose online giving. Or finally, you can give from your cell phone. Text REHABWORKS to 88202. That's REHABWORKS to 88202. And right to your cell phone, you will see a message. You click on the link, follow the instructions, and you can give right from your cell phone, and you can be a blessing that way. And so I want to challenge you all again to give. I'm grateful for your giving. We will only continue to survive and thrive according to how you support us and really sow into our ministry. And so especially for our members, we expect it. We know you will. But even for our guests and visitors that visit us virtually, your giving has certainly gone a long ways in empowering our ministry, and we are grateful for it. All right. Listen, I love you guys, y'all. It's been almost 2 hours. Today was almost 2 hours. But listen, if you didn't get anything from today, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know what's wrong with you. And I said it, and you ain't gotta like it. I'm just being honest. If you didn't get nothing out of today, then you were just not listening. I just don't know. The word was what it needed to be. People giving their life to Christ is what it needed to be. Powerful prayers and moments with God. I hope you enjoyed it. Now do me a favor. I want you to share this video with 5 people. Do it now. Come on, tag 5 people right now and share this video and tell them, look, the broadcast is over. Go back and watch this. All right. Share this video with 5 people right now and tell them to go back and watch the replay, because I know there's something in this broadcast that's going to empower you, that's going to bless you to have the most blessed, anxiety, stress-free week that you've ever had in your life. I'm expecting it, and I hope you all are expecting it as well. I want to see you Tuesday, 7:08 p.m. for Life Study. 7:08 p.m. for Life Study. I've got another powerful word for you. Cannot wait to share it with you. Cannot wait to see you on Tuesday. Again, share this video with 5 people and encourage them to tune in, and I promise you they will be blessed. All right? Listen, I love y'all. I love you. I love each and every one of you. I'm praying for you. Do me a favor. Would you pray for Pastor? Keep Pastor in your prayer. Pray for me. I'm praying for you. I love you. I'm rooting for you. I want you to have a fantastic week, and I cannot wait to see you Tuesday at 7:08 p.m. Remember, ain't gonna be no stress this week. Ain't gonna be no anxiety this week. Ain't gonna be no worry this week. The only thing we operating in this week is love, trust, and peace. Y'all got me? I hope you do. I love you. I'm praying for you. Peace and blessings.
Thank you for watching the Rehab Christian Center live experience. If this broadcast has been a blessing to you and you would like to be a blessing to our leader, Dr. Zeb Talley III, you can sow a seed into his ministry by CashAPP at $ Pastor ZT3. It is our prayer that this message of hope encouraged, enlightened, and empowered you to be better. Please tune in Tuesday at 7:08 p.m. for our life study experience. And as always, be blessed and have a wonderful week.